Michaell Magrutsche, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Michelle Cheyne from the Wisdom Seeker Society, and I have Michaell Magrutsche from Michaell Magrutsche with me. Our our human-centric person. We're all human-centric persons. um, I'm very happy to chat to you today, and I am going to start. We are going to talk about leaders and leadership. And we just had a quick chat, and everybody wants to be a leader, and I don't understand it because I think it's highly overrated. What do you think, Michaell? How are you, Michaell? Actually,
I
first.
am alive. This is always my answer. And I hope that everybody takes this on from me because we don't have to lie. I don't say, hey, I'm great. Hey, Michelle, I'm great. I'm dancing. I'm checking. I'm making millions of dollars and I'm a leader and I'm all over.
Yeah.
Why can't we say I'm alive, which is the appreciation of that individual that I am, the one of one.
Yeah.
System relevant, I might have a lot of money, less money. I might be have a divorce or whatever. But how am I? I'm alive. And that's the most important. That you are alive, that you experience this physical reality, right? It's not
Yeah.
spiritual, but why are we spiritual? To experience this reality, right?
Yes.
And
As a human.
as a human, yeah, exactly. Not as a CEO or as a leader or as a female or male or any generalization that systems love to embed us with. And why everybody wants to be a leader is very simple, because exactly of this. We are one of one. Every human is one of one. So we know the science even says, system says, yeah, they all have different DNA, fingerprints, eyes.
Yeah.
But what they never say is they also have a different life perspective. So
Mm.
everybody uh, perceives life differently. And just look at your family. I always say, just look at your family. They all look at, they have similar tendencies,
Mm.
political or whatever they have, but they have in the system, they're more equal. I'm a Republican, so my kids Republican, or I'm a Democrat, my kids have to be. But system relevance isn't important. What is important is your human centricity, your one of oneness, and this
Mm.
is what life is. Yeah, this is what life is. It uh, it is the discovery of why nature made you one of one, and not everybody is the same. Because system elements would make a perfect sense if everybody was the same. It would be, we didn't have to discuss anything. We wouldn't have any problems if everybody was the same. But it
Mm.
isn't. We are not one species, humans that need food, water, and air. Because alone by food, we have to do different. You get healthy by being vegetarian. I get healthy by being eating keto.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But I can't
everybody
judge
is,
you. So our
yeah,
human centricity comes in to the part where I accept that I am me and you are you, and I don't have to label you as
yeah,
a ketoian, a person
yeah,
that eats keto,
yeah.
whatever. You don't have to label me as a vegetarian. Funny enough, I haven't eaten meat probably since I was 14 or 16, around there somewhere.
Yeah.
And I dreamt on Saturday night that I ate chicken, and it was such a weird experience because I actually chose to eat it in my dream. So anyway,
Sure,
sidetrack.
but
Yeah.
because it could be till now your body, your unique body needed vegetarian, and it can be from now on. You need to integrate a little bit something else natural,
Yeah.
right? Not
Yeah.
not a chemical thing, just something
Yeah.
natural. And it could be, and then you might be in a month saying, okay, no, I'm not eating at all, that
Yeah.
I'm not eating any meat again, or I'm going to become a total carnivore. Yeah,
Yeah.
you understand. It's like whatever your body needs at the moment is important. That's why we could go endless in this, but the
Yeah.
thing is, because human centricity, and let me say, I have no education, I'm no expert, I'm no authority. So I'm one of one, and this is my life perception. So what I think is important is that we always want to be leaders. And why do we want to really be leaders? Why do we really have also, I mean, there's more leadership coaches than leaders. And everybody promises to be a leadership coach. For what? For what? To make you a better leader? You can generalize leadership. We only can generalize leadership in where we say, is the guy or the girl that spins the plate, keeps the plate spinning. I talk to the top people and to the lower leaders, and both confirm this is the best explanation of a leader, not a CEO. CEO is something else. A leader. A leader is the one that keeps the plate spinning. And but what is system relevant? How we gonna look at leadership is if I get up in the system in fame, success, money, I can do finally what I want to do. And that's why everybody wants to be a leader. And because I kept asking, why does nobody wants to be a good team member? Why say, you know what, Michelle, I know you're a coach. Can you coach me on being a good team member, being the right team member?
But
Why not?
isn't that what a leader is supposed to be, though? Is supposed to be that person that binds the team together and
keeps them spinning.
And spinning. And but there's a humbleness to me, for me, to a leader.
No, there's no humbleness. The humbleness you have to make from the system relevance. The system relevance, you are vertical, right? I'm better than you. So it's not. The humbleness is from understanding your position. If I'm the guy that spins the plates, can I be hierarchically up? No. I have to be the most self-aware, and that's what nobody says. And I keep hammering it out there. Any leader needs to be the self-aware, not the one that knows how to manipulate humans. The most self-aware, because by self-awareness, you understand humanity.
And that's what humbleness comes to me. This is where I always go back to, like, what do we understand through our words? So for me, a humble person is someone that sees themselves and sees others for who they are. So in that metaphor of spinning the plate, I need to know where the plate has a bit of a wobble so that I can spin it properly. And therefore, I need to know myself and the plate.
Because if you can't twirl, all the plates fall down.
Exactly.
So beautiful, Michelle. And it also, you just communicated that language is a system too. And it's very limited. That's why experience is always trumps any knowledge, because when I dance with you like we do now, I get so exponentially much more thing than humbleness, Oh, now I know what humbleness means. Thank you, Michelle. No.
To me, I mean, that's my.
No.
Yeah.
But the fact that you ask, right?
Yeah.
We both learn. And it's not about the word. It's not like, no, you should have said submissive. It's not about the right word. It's about understanding, because you are human-centric. And that's why you understand that words are very limited. And you're not embarrassed to say, Michaell, humbleness doesn't make sense to me. Or it is making sense to me. Or you use the wrong. You say, hey, explain to me humbleness. So everybody wants to be up. And this is the problem.
But everybody, I don't want to be up. I want to experience.
You understand. Michelle, you understand human centricity. You understand that the lie is being up. The lie is being up. The lie is no human is advantaged. They're all, as a matter of fact, leaders are more disadvantaged. Because leaders, when you get to the moment you become a leader or a superstar or a super authority or super thing, you disconnect from humanity. Systemically, you disconnect. I mean, why do they build bunkers to survive? Why do they buy everything, all their own thing? Because they know the way they can't go down. Once you are up and you all the eyeballs are focused on you, you're more caught in loneliness than you are while you are just the average, and everybody, nobody, hey, it doesn't matter, Michelle, you and I are losers. Okay, that's a, I'm saying
Yeah,
system
yeah,
relevantly. We
yeah.
think, oh, we are all losers. System relevant. We also, we're never enough, whatever we do. So
Mm,
let's just enjoy what we're doing,
yeah.
and that's you. You go in a bus, nobody says, "Oh, there's the famous Michelle."
I
I
hope.
never want to be it. I never
No,
want to be
no,
a
I
leader.
don't want to be I don't want to be anything that I'm not. My whole mission in life is to figure out who I am. So what your
Exactly.
perception of me is a little bit complicated to me, it's
Yeah.
kind of, it shouldn't be this relevant as to where you stand, but yet we get caught up on it because we want to. I think it's coming back to what we were talking about last time. We were talking about what is human centricity, and what is system relevance.
Yeah.
And I think our question, or for me, what I was kind of contemplating over the week was, what do we attach our value to? So, in a system relevant world, we attach our value to our papers on the wall, or our bank accounts, or how many people, I don't know your name, or whatever it is. Where in a human centric perspective, it is it is being me, or being you, the best that you understand, and that changes daily or by the minute, really, because we grow within that
All the
knowledge.
time. We
Yeah.
can't hold back our expansion, and this
Mm,
is also a difference between. And there's nothing wrong. I want to say that
mm,
there's nothing wrong having money, success,
mm-mm.
and fame, or whatever.
Yeah.
But you got to know what, and that's what we tell, talk to Perry also. You got to tell when you are in that position what you need to do,
Mm.
and not that you become the savior. We are not saviors.
Yes, yes.
Right.
And that's what I have such an issue with leadership in general, is creating this idea in the population. I mean, we don't have very good leaders to use as examples at the moment.
None.
Um, None.
Show me one. Show me
Yeah,
one.
no,
You
I
you
don't.
say it. Yeah.
I mean, we had a very good leader in South Africa who went through a lot to be who he was.
Yeah.
And if I could clone Nelson Mandela, I would have kept on going with that for a
Yeah.
while. Um,
Uh,
but we don't have those examples currently that I know of. Maybe somewhere locked in a prison somewhere, who knows? Um, but it's that idea of someone is coming to save us. We're looking up to authority for help, where there's no help there. No one is coming to save us.
there is no help needed.
Exactly.
Understand? The system says you need to buy this refrigerator because it lasts. You save on fruit or whatever because it lasts longer.
Mm.
You don't need. You eat the fruit when you pick them, or know which. Be in touch with nature and know which one you and how to think. People have lived for centuries without a refrigerator. I'm not saying you should. I'm not. People always think, "Oh, you were extreme." I'm just using the natural and our evolution as an example that we are not lost because all of a sudden we don't have a refrigerator or anything.
Well,
Uh,
well, to be honest, yeah, I don't know if the messaging was probably pretty similar to in the US, but in after COVID, it was spend money, be the consumer. The more you be the consumer, the better of a human you are, because you are making the economy work. So it created this whole mentality of lack and consumerism. I am only good enough if I have enough money to spend, because otherwise I can't contribute to my
yeah,
society. I was like, wow, how is this one?
nothing what you do or your job is or whatever contributes to society. If you are not happy, if you're not fulfilled, if I'm a guy that picks up injured people in a car, the EMS and stuff. If I'm a guy and I'm frustrated and I'm horrible and hate my job, do you think how many people will I actually make worse doing my job? You know, they come in, they've after an accident, after a trauma, and I'm okay, handcuffed, it's just insane.
Yeah.
We hurt each other when we are not, when we generalize, when we saying, I am a Democrat, I'm a Republican, I'm a Christian, I'm a Muslim, all these generalizations really hurt us, and it makes it very easy to be part of, you know, to carry the flag of the Führer, which is the leader. It's the German word for leader, you know. And basically it's all system relevant. And you know, if I can get enough attention, this is another thing that just comes in, this attention getting. And in nature, attention is, you want to mate, you want to connect, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, I want your money and I'll leave you. So I'm, you know, I want attention, give me money, and then see ya, you know. And that, we don't even want to give warranty anymore or anything, because we just get the sale and leave, you know. And that is not leadership is a part of the team, no matter what you want. Because if you're not juggling, if your function, your team function is to juggle, or you is the captain, you ship having the steering wheel, it doesn't matter if the rower doesn't row, and if you can't juggle the thing. It's if you're not confident enough to steer the ship safely, like, which is like juggling, because we stop juggling, the plates fell down and break. When you are not confident and self-aware enough that you can steer this boat from A to B, you know, and not where everybody dies, you know, and you just survive at the end and just jump off the rack of the ship, you know.
No, you want everyone there.
Yeah, but this is how it's done today. That's what's taught today, you know. And I when you look at the wolf pack, it's like juggling the thing. They're the last are the two wolves. The leader and the second leader is the last one.
Yeah.
And the oldest, the weakest are the front.
Yeah, they set the pace.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's, we have this given. We are part. It's not like, oh, those are animals. Those are animals. They're stupid. They don't know anything. No. We are part of nature. And when we don't accept that, we also, you know, and then the generalization drives us further away, you know. When we don't accept that we are part of nature and then have the system relevance, it just drives us, because then it becomes important that you classify yourself. I'm a woman. I'm a Christian. I'm this. I'm this. You don't know what you say, who you are, you know?
No, because those are terms that you didn't necessarily even choose. I have these conversations with my son quite often, and we were talking about everything having consciousness, or everything being conscious around us, whether it's animals or trees or humans or whatever. And we were talking about it because he was saying he's got so many possible theories about how things work, you know, whether there is this and that. It's like, well, this is life, though, you know. We have all these theories, and we can't just choose one. We kind of have to, for me, I have to experience them all and kind of go a little bit in and understand what they're about, before I can go, okay, that one is a possibility and that one isn't, or, you know, according to me.
It's a perspective. And I would tell your son, this is what, if it was my son, I would say, put your perspective, whatever resonates most with you, put your perspective, even if you're wrong. And tomorrow, you know, you just put your, because by experience, your perspective, you see also the ambiguity of being not collective. And this is what humanity misses, because we have a drive, a DNA drive, that we are all one. And also we feel we are nature. That's why some people, when they go in nature, they can feel the birds, and everybody. There is not even the most left brain person loves their dog. So why would you even have a feeling exchange between a pet or the cat, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if we weren't natural, if we were not a part of nature, we wouldn't have that. We could not. That's why a robot cannot have a connection with an animal, even, let alone with a human. It can respond, but it cannot have a dance. And
Yeah.
it's like you
Yeah.
win the chess game. So AI wins the chess game, but there's no fun to play chess. So what's the
Yeah,
point?
because it's that reaction and response, um, and both people need to be involved in the play.
Yeah.
It's like what you mentioned earlier,
Experience. Experience.
experience. Exactly, exactly.
It's not the knowledge. Knowledge is so secondary, a third tier.
Yeah,
It's like really knowledge is so, and it's done. If I think I said that if I'm a fax technician and I was making 100 grand a year fixing faxes and understanding it, not more anymore. I'm not a service center. It's not
yeah,
a technology, and what we create updates always. Yeah, we had a horse and buggy, and now we have a car. We have
yeah.
this, we have that, So,
As
so
Thomas says, yeah, he's even mentioned, yeah, it's context. So I'm just going to put all this in here so we can draw Thomas into the conversation. I agree with you there, because I think knowledge and ultimately science is changing every single day. Therefore, it's never constant. Therefore, it should never be relied on. Where wisdom for me is something, as you also mentioned, is experience. It's how do I engage with that,
mhm.
and how do I understand it, because you can feel what's right. You don't need to think what's right always.
And it's not only, and he's beautiful. Thanks, Thomas, octopi monkey. So, 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 so it's not either, totally nature or hey, let's go back in the past how it was, or think, because systems are collective. We are, what we are. Creativity is our number one superpower.
Yeah.
Dialogue, discourse is the second, dancing, and third is adaptation. So our first creative, we are a collective create a species of nature. That's how our thing is presented. So if creation is number one, then we need to create. We need to create, and the systems should be what the system should be is our artworks. See, they are not. That's the problem. We become a function to fill our never enough. We build houses that are not doing just to get the house sold, and then it breaks down, and it's horrible inside, and has electric pollution and all kinds of stuff. So we do only everything short term. The system elements is short term. And that's why we also have to destroy. That's why we have wars. It goes run a business, and that's what I found out, from all the leaders and observing.
Yeah.
Build a business, unbelievable joy to create something new, because that's aligned with your DNA. You are creative. You're collective creative animal. It's not Steve Jobs didn't make Apple. His buddies and his team did.
Yeah.
Then it runs, and then it becomes profitable if it becomes successful, because it's not a given that whatever you create, even in art, which art teaches us, that it is going to be a bestseller.
No.
And then so let's say you're lucky and it sells. And then it's uninterested in the moment, because it runs by itself. You created a machine that keeps running. You don't have to watch if it's turning. It turns.
Yeah.
So you're going on to something else. And then what happens is, because you're not giving it attention as an artwork, and says, how can I make it better and easier and not cheaper, but how can I make it more human-centric? And so you go, okay, that's the money issue, and that's it, and you break up, like the attention, right? Attention gets money, CEO. No connection, no interaction, yeah? And then you go bankrupt, you sell it, or you go bankrupt. Before bankrupt is the new system relevance, disruption. Oh, let's disrupt, which is basically hurting all humans around there
Yeah.
to keep this system going. And if that doesn't work, because you only hear 0.01% of successful disruptors like Uber, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they are not. Are they really human-centrically successful? Couldn't we have the cab companies upgraded and updated to be our new art pro? Because the
Mm.
cab companies have a beauty to it, and they could have been made more beautiful.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
but we shows. So it's the last thing, and then when that doesn't go, and this is why it's also short time. We have war.
Mm.
So we have to destroy our collective artworks and always start from the beginning. And we never grow, the human potential never grows. It's a hamster wheel. A hamster wheel is because it's never enough. And we will talk about that, in future episodes about
Yeah.
and they can find already articles from me about that on
Yeah, I'll
LinkedIn.
pop the link in there I think you wrote it this week. It was lovely.
Yeah, yeah. About
And
it's never enough. But because I get this stuff earlier coming
yeah.
to me, it's not I created it. I'm so much better than you guys. I'm just I always say that because this comes from Michelle and me, by the way. I'm kind of a speaker, and whatever comes in, I think, and I'm not intuitive, not spiritual or anything. So leave
But
me
as
out.
you say, those are system centric. So those are labels. It's the same for me with neurodivergence. It's
Yeah,
the same with whichever one you choose in that. And there are aspects, there are symptoms of spirituality or
yeah,
ADHD or this, all those
yeah.
things. But if there were no labels, if we were just humans, then how would we function? Would we be okay?
No, we need language. We need the sad
We
thing is
need
we need language.
language, but do we need boxes within that language? So,
Yeah, they are like pathfinders.
mm,
You look. A language is okay. This is the way to New York. This is the way to Los Angeles. This is the way to Europe.
yeah,
But it doesn't mean this destination, because if you talk to every human being, you talk about New York, to everybody, even to the smallest town in England. If you talk, what is that town? They will give you different, because we all have our own perspective. So if
yeah.
you say I'm in the smallest town in England, I don't know what that would be, but
Probably
okay,
close to, probably one I'm in, or very
yeah.
close
So
to
you,
it.
let's say this is Monkey Gloucester, okay?
Yeah.
Monkey Gloucester in England, the famous city Monkey Gloucester in England. Uh, you have only 15 people, and every person I interview will tell me something different, why they like it or hate it.
Yeah.
So we need to be aware. That's why I say it's nothing to do. We need to be aware that when we look at certain things, every human, that's why I say the essence of human centricity is 8 billion people, you are one of one, not only physical, but in your life perspective.
Mm.
The other thing is we are part of nature. We are part of nature. We can, if we want or not.
Yeah.
And, we had dinosaurs, they died out and they didn't, nature keeps going on. And so
Yeah.
therefore nature is elevated, because even if dinosaurs died out, nature is number, and if nature wants to do a climate change, it will do climate change if it needs to adjust. Sometimes you get hot, sometimes you get cold.
Mhm.
This is just another total different level. But what you can do is what we always say, our right and responsibility is to have clean water, clean air, clean food. Yeah, not what food to eat, but all what is available, because to survive, we need to eat. And
Yeah.
because we need to eat, we also need to drink. And
Mm.
every human must make a commitment to say, I am not here only these couple of years,
Mm.
I am responsible also that other people, because people before me were responsible that I can be here.
Yeah.
And that's what, and life is, even if you understand the people, if you don't like them, it doesn't matter. If you like them or not, they're part of you. You don't have to hug them, kiss them, or anything. You don't have to hang out with them.
No.
But you have to accept that we are all sitting in the same boat, and you cannot flee. Even with money and with fame and with success, you can't flee. And they will all confirm this. Tell me one person that doesn't confirm that they are leaders and then can flee of that, because they all feel, when the humanity is sad, the leaders are sad. When the humanity feels hopeless, then the leader feels hopeless. And currently, nobody knows anything. Currently, this is such a magical time.
Yeah.
Nobody knows anything. Go.
Yeah. Which is exactly why it's so magical, because we can embrace our own sovereignty, like our own leadership over what we decide, because we are flooded with information. I mean, I don't think we've lived in a time where we had more information at our fingertips, yet we are so disconnected.
Because it's not about knowledge. It's not about knowledge.
Exactly. No, it's about connection. And I think that's what we've come to. We at the end now. These are very short, so but I think there's so much value in it, and I appreciate your insight so much.
I couldn't believe it.
So I'm going to end it with, I think we could all embrace our own insight.
Like this. Like inhale and just feel your body, because we could talk. This is another thing. Nobody likes their body. Everybody wants to be spiritual. Why don't you spiritual when you're dead? Then you can really exploit that spirituality. Why are you not physical right now here?
Yeah. Or combine it all. Be physically spiritual.
Yeah.
Michael, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I will see you same place, same time next week.
Same time, same station.
Thank you.